What up, y'all? Welcome to a brand new episode of Giggles Irene Radio. It's your girl, Giggles Irene, on Dash Radio's 1 a.m. radio. And today I got a special guest from South Central, correct?
Yes.
He's looking at me like, I'm like, wait, did I say that? Like, I did my research, but I still get things wrong, you know?
Yeah.
I got Trev Deshon in here. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. Nice to see you again.
Good to
Saw
see
you
you
a
as well.
few weeks ago when it released, right?
Yeah.
Your listening party when we met for the first time.
Yes.
How has it been, like, since it's been released? Like, how have the fans been taking it?
Really good. I think that it was time. I think that it was a good time to put it out.
Yeah.
Summer, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
the sun out, and it's some of those songs that, you can, let the top down to. And then
Yeah.
some of those songs that you can sit with and really get into and really fix your mind around. So it's like a wide variety. So
Yeah. It's like it's broad, but at the same time, like, completely relatable all around.
exactly.
So, and then it's called Stressin, by the way. We just dove right into it, and I didn't say the title, but I could relate to the title a lot. I think we all can. Once we become adults, it's like, oh crap, it's a word that's constantly in our vocabulary, right?
Definitely. Yep.
So where did your musical influences come from? Like, when did you start officially diving into music?
I started off with acting. So
Oh, okay.
yeah, so they'll do musicals and stuff like that. I don't really have too much rhythm, but I can hold a little note.
Yeah.
I try like with the choir type of thing.
Oh, okay.
But with all that, I started off with acting. I tried to like imitate like Kanye and stuff like that. But with doing like stage plays,
Yeah.
it kind of made me want to like get into the music thing after a time, because people kept saying like your voice, like you got a good voice to like
Yeah.
rap with. And I was like, cool, but that's not gonna,
Yeah.
that's not gonna work, So I ended up just trying it out, kind of writing stuff down. Still didn't work for me. And then I like 7 years ago, that's when I was like, all right, let me try this out. And then I've been taking it serious for like 5 years. So
Oh, wow. So you never wanted to dive into, like, the movie scene with acting or anything like that?
definitely, I still
Yeah.
want to. I
Oh,
think
really?
that-
Yeah. I mean, you could always. It's never too late to do anything new, right?
Right, especially with acting, because it seems like a lot of actors get on like around like 30, 34 now. That's like the age gap, 34, 40.
Yeah.
A lot of it, like, cats like get that mature look, and then they do more like the detective scenes. Like, what's his
Yeah.
name? Marshall Ali.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of his stuff, and he just got into it. He's a little older, but he looks the par.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely still want to get into acting, movies, and all that great stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then music fell into your lap.
Yeah, it feels right. It felt
Yeah.
right. It felt right, and I got okay at it. You know what I'm saying? I got okay, and then I got better, and then, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know where I am right now, but I feel like I'm in a good spot.
Yeah, you're in a very good spot. So when was the initial moment that you were like, okay, I'm fully going to dive into music? Was your family behind you on that? Or were they like, oh, he's going through a phase? Or
Yeah, that's an amazing question, because you would think, and that's what I got. A lot of family was like, cool, but bro, you might as well just stick to acting or try something new. My grandmother was always like, whatever you do, you're gonna be great at it. My homie that passed, Wendell Lee, when I quit basketball, when I was like, yeah, I want to start acting, he was like, yeah, you'll be great at that, bro. Just keep going. And whatever I put my mind to, I feel like I could do. So for them, it was like bittersweet with some things. Some people don't care, in the family. I got a real small family too. I don't really know too much of my dad's side too much, but on my mother's side, my grandmother, she's real cool about it. She's like, she likes the entertainment. She doesn't listen too much because, the cursing and stuff like that. But other than that, yeah, my aunt, my uncle's a big supporter. Yeah, the family supports, but now that they see everything is moving the way it's moving, they're like even more like happy about it,
it's kind of like a safety mechanism, kind of, especially if nobody in the family. Are you the first like musician, like artist in your family?
Yes.
Okay.
Especially on this side. Yeah.
Because I know, like, my grandma, she was supportive of me, and the rest of my family was like, oh, nobody's really done that before. And I'm like, well, I'm going to be the first.
Right.
So it's crazy because, like, it's more like, I think it's a safety mechanism. They're kind of scared because they don't want you to fail, even though they know you're going to strive and you're going to get it. But it's always in the back of their head, like, oh, crap, like, how do we make them feel better if this isn't accomplished, sort of thing,
Yeah. And I know that it makes you feel like, you're stepping out on a limb as well. You know, you're like, damn, like am I gonna get this right or am I gonna do it, and who I'm gonna disappoint? But then at the same time, the grind makes you.
Yeah, it makes you who you are.
Exactly.
Yeah. And then like being an artist like you get to put that all into your music.
Yes.
So it's all fuel to the flame. You know, it's all a little circle that goes back. It helps you.
Yeah. Straight up.
How would you describe your music? Like for me, it has like a little bit of a dark feel, but not in a bad way. Like I could still listen to it any type of day, in the morning, afternoon, night. For fans that are just tapping in, what words would you use to describe your music?
Motivational for sure.
That's true. Yeah.
And definitely, I don't know if this is a word for it, but like it's a sit with, like you can sit with it.
Yeah.
You know, you can sit with tracks. Like I was telling somebody the other day, like I don't think you can listen to the album once and just be like, yeah, cool. You can sit with him like, oh yeah, he said that. Oh, what did he mean by that? You know, and that's like you know, I kind of pride myself on making sure that it's something that people can listen to forever, more so than like just tomorrow and then we're done with it. Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's the word for it, and yeah, that's what it is. You know, I just try over and over again to make sure that it's something that people can listen to for the rest of their lives. You know, I know that's how certain artists feel about their craft. You know, you don't want to just be that one hit wonder.
Exactly. When you're in the studio and you're writing or you're recording, does that give you like an added pressure? Or does it come natural to you?
Now that I've been doing it for a while and I got my own studio, it's actually in my grandmother's basement. So so since I have my own studio, it's like real easy. Like I get the juices flowing like fast. Like you know, I don't have to do much. Like I'm just always, and then just writing. Like I can just start writing a song. It might not even be for me. I'm like, yeah, like all right, the bro might like this a little bit more. You know, this might be a little bit more happier for somebody that can write. You know, I just want to write. I just write, and just try to make melodies and try to figure out new stuff. So studio process is fun for me.
Yeah.
It hasn't always been that way though. You know, and definitely where writing Stressin, studio wasn't fun for me.
Really?
Yeah, it just wasn't. I don't know. It was like knowing that because I tell people all the time, financially, you know, you're still a human being. You still have to make money. You know, and I think that's what what rap does right now to us. Like they just like, 15 chains and all that great stuff. But I think that what's being cut out and only a couple people are keeping alive is the real authentic feel. I don't have money like that. I have to figure it out. I have to figure out my finances. I have to work this regular 9-to-5 job to make sure I'm good. And then I have to put in the work of my craft, you know? Yeah. And that's what I try to portray in the music. Like I try to give people all of me at the time, and then it'll change up over time. Yeah. You know, if I get a check, I get a bag, I'm going to try to do something good with it to make sure that I'm, you know, investing.
Yeah.
You know, and
gotta be smart.
Exactly. Yeah. That's stuff that I feel like people should talk about, but we don't hear too much of it. Yeah. So the people that do talk about it is great, you know.
That's the point of the show, by the way. Like that's why I was so open to interviewing you, even without I hadn't heard your music before until I saw one of your music videos, and I was like, okay, this is dope. Okay. And I mean, we could all turn up to the chains, the bitches, the club scene, you know, like we all turn up to that. But at the end of the day, what's gonna push us and our fans and the world more is the stuff with substance, the shit you're talking about, the stuff that's motivational. So I'm happy you're here, and I'm happy you're saying that that's what your message is, because that's really important.
Yeah, I'm glad you're having me. Thank you for having me.
Of course, no problem. It's just we need a lot more of that. Yeah. So the fact that you're taking that on, because it's not your responsibility to spread that message. Nah. But the fact that you're doing it is important in itself. So
yeah, we need that. You know what I'm saying? Especially with the youth, because right now, you know, I was talking to somebody the other day. The youth is like, man. You know, like I was talking to somebody about church actually, and that's where it came from. It was talking about like how old churches are pushing like the youth out. So it's kind of hard to like say that church is still going to be alive in a couple of years. Yeah, I'm not into church like that, but just the thought of it, because I think about church like as a business. So I'm like, yeah, if they don't bring the youth in, it's going to be shot. It's going to be done.
Exactly. Yeah. When it comes to church, a lot of artists today got started singing in the church, started writing, like learned their instruments from the church. So without that being gone, there's also like a little gap of where where a kid's gonna find their little niche.
Yeah.
You know, so it just, I don't know. It's crazy because you want that to stay. At the same time, it is a business, like you said, but if it's losing, like, I don't know. But yeah, you get it, but like I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, I get it all the way. I feel you. I feel you.
So your features on the project, you have a few. I feel like you have just the perfect amount. It wasn't flooded with features, and it wasn't just all you. You didn't try and J. Cole it or anything.
For real.
But when you dived into Stressin, did you know already, like in your head, like, okay, I want this person and this person and this person on it?
So some of the songs were written a long time ago.
Okay.
Like the feature songs. Mm-hmm. The only song that has a feature on it that wasn't written a long time ago, or probably was written like 4 months ago now, or like probably like 5 months ago now, was Reflection with Rome Castillo.
Oh, okay.
Other than that, I finished Greedy like last year. Like,
you were just holding out on everybody.
yeah, I was like, I just knew that I wanted it for that. You know, I knew I wanted it for Stressin. And then after listening to it over and over again, I wrote second verses, third verses. I wrote a lot of verses for Greedy and Can't Swim.
Yeah.
But I was just like, man, I just feel like it should be a different sound on here. Like when I heard Can't Swim, I'm like, yo, like after Casey put his verse down, I was like, you know what? I want a singer on here. I want somebody to sing a little bit. And then I hit up Darius Logan. I'm like, yo, like, bro, can you come to the studio? He's like, yeah, I'll be there in an hour. And I'm like, wow, that's a coincidence.
Like, okay.
Thank God. And then he pulls up and I got Can't Swim. I feel like it was finished after that.
Yeah.
You know, and then with Greedy, I'm like, man, I want like a singer. I want a singer on it. So then I listened to Keon Bell's and he rapped. So I'm like, okay, well, I still want a singer.
Yeah.
And then that's when I went to Garen and was like, yo, Garen, can I get something? And he sent back the singing that I wanted.
Yeah.
So it just happened like real randomly. And it happened like right under crunch time. So it was kind of weird because I'm like, I want to put out the tape, bro. Like, can y'all send me these verses? And then, you know, everybody, when I sent it to them, they sent them back fast. That's just love, you know? But it was cool. And just the love that people are giving off. Because, you know, LA, man, we have our ways of just being too stuck in our ways and not want to work with anybody. But the fact that people had that respect, and we had the respect for each other, you know what I'm saying? We built those genuine relationships. It was great. It was great.
It fell easily into place for you. Yeah. And it sounds amazing. So it's just even better. So plans for the future. This project, I think it's doing well. Do you plan on doing any upcoming shows? Like what comes after Stressin?
Yeah, I do a rooftop event, not like on a regular like roof. I right on the top of the roof that I grew up at.
Oh, okay.
So I do a roof event. It's called The Roof, LA, and basically like I perform on top of my roof. And I
That's
just invite a bunch
dope.
of people out. Yeah, Reason pulled up. He performed. I don't know if he was supposed to, but yeah, he did. He did.
He's always doing something that he's not supposed to. I don't know if y'all noticed, but
yeah, man. Yeah, but that's good people, man. Reason, shout out Reason for sure.
He was at your listening party too, and he was vibing to the whole tape. Yeah,
he told me, he like, bro, I've been sitting with the tape. I'm feeling it. I love it. So I'm like, cool, man.
That's dope.
And he told me, and you know, because you see that, and you see a cat like that you come up with, or you see a person that you're working with.
Yeah.
He's so open to learning so much. And like him learning is like a little different from what I've portrayed in learning. You know what I'm saying? Like he makes you be like, oh damn, like he takes every like moment and like really grasp it and like really figures it out. You know
He's a real sponge.
Yeah, exactly. And like I'm learning different ways. We like exactly everybody has different ways of learning, but my way is like a little different. But that's what he kind of told me. He's like, yo, like every project, everything that you've been doing is like you're getting better. You're sitting and you're really sitting with your music nowadays. Yeah, like you can actually feel it now. Like you know what I'm saying. He like from a year ago when I was listening to the joints, I loved them. I like the tracks, but this one you like now that I can hear it, I can hear the struggle, I can hear the pain. Yeah, you know, you got your sound, you got the way you want to do it, and just like talking to him is like, man, like, yeah, it's good talking to him all the time. But yeah, that's Rob, man. He good people. I forgot. I got lost train of thought too when we were really originally talking
upcoming shows.
Yep. So, upcoming shows. Yeah, the Roof LA. So basically, I perform on top of my roof, and I'll be doing that like late September.
Oh, okay.
But right now, we're just trying to get shows together. I actually was supposed to perform at a show Saturday. Well, next Saturday, but I can't curse.
Oh.
And they talking about like if you like curse a little bit, it's a wrap. They pulling the plug like.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I get it, because I might slip up for sure.
Yeah.
It'd be a wrap for that. Like, if I had more rehearsals, maybe I can probably bleep out some stuff.
And you don't ever want to be like that one person. Remember, like, he was supposed to be cuss at our show, like
right. And then I forget the words because of that.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
Has that ever happened to you before? Where you've forgotten the words performing?
Yeah. But what's so cool about it is like the skill that you learn when you're acting. You learn how to like
improvise.
Yeah. So it's just like improv, or it's more so like just going with the flow and just kind of just saying something else and then picking back up when you get the chance.
Yeah.
And then that's why I was telling somebody like real recent, because we were talking about something. I'm like, bro, I don't drink or anything before shows. Like, if I do start drinking, it's probably like while I'm on stage already. Start like
just to ease the nerves a bit, right?
Yeah. But other than that, like, I don't drink because I remember that's when it happened. I drank before, and freaking got on stage. Is like, how do I start this song? Nah.
So I'm guessing you don't perform with the vocals, with the words in your songs.
Nah.
Oh, okay.
Wow. I think that's a skill, like, to be able to do it.
That's very rare to hear.
Yeah. Now, you don't want to hear all the breathing. You know what I mean? So you got to figure it out, be able to rap it straight up. I actually went to Rob's show, Reason's show, and I was like, bro, I'm impressed, because he like really didn't use any back vocals, and that was great. It's really a gift, because you got to figure it out. You have to train your breathing. Yeah, you got to be able to rap it, because sometimes we throw so many ad libs in songs nowadays. It's like, oh my god, like
I feel like that's why the DJs there low key.
Yeah,
like to throw in the ad libs, but I hate when the DJ's louder than I'm like, I didn't pay to see you.
For real.
That's just like, as a fan, like, who's paying to see certain artists, like that bugs me. But like, I feel it.
Yeah, DJs and producers be kind of overdoing shit. They be kind of over the top. Sometimes, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, bro, like, they give you a hard time about it. Like, bro, I can't do the and, thing. Like, nah, bro, the shotgun, no, I don't need it right now. Right? You feel me? Like, bro, I don't need the shotgun right now.
Miss your whole line. You're just like, well, fuck.
Yeah, or they put a clap in the beat when you don't need the damn clap. It's like, and then they get an attitude about you saying something about it. It's like, bro, the song didn't have a clap, bro. I liked the way it was. Or
that's what rehearsals are for.
For
but
real.
Some of y'all don't be doing that either.
For real.
Oh man. So, for the fans that are just tapping in, because everybody's starting to become more familiar with you and stuff, what are 3 words that you would use to describe your music?
Witty.
This always stumps everybody.
Yeah. It's a great question. I feel like it's love. I feel like, I know that might sound weird, but it's love for sure. And value for sure.
That's true.
Value, but yeah, witty, because you get the cadences. It's not the same. I value that, like the cadence, like switching. Yeah. And the love is because it's there. It's like, I'm speaking on the behalf of us. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody that's listening to it and everybody who's been stressing. Yeah. Or going through whatever they're going through. I'm speaking on behalf of us, so it's love. And then what was the last one? Value. It's just like longevity. Yeah. Yeah.
And all 3 of those words describe it well, because no matter what time or place you're in life, you could relate to some tracks, if not all.
Exactly.
So that's a timeless body of work. It's just making sure the right people hear it so that everybody's just like, whoa, on the same page with it, Yeah. So, and that's what we're here for.
Yeah. What you think your favorite is? I don't know. That's kind of putting you on the spot, but.
That's hard because, like, I listen to it in order, and then sometimes I put it on shuffle. Yeah. So it just depends. Because on some days, certain tracks stick out to me more. It just depends. Some days are worse than others. Yeah. So you have certain tracks on repeat, and then other ones you're just like, okay, I don't need that today. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, for real.
But, like, the whole project as a whole helps me to push forward. You know what I mean?
It means a lot.
Yeah.
It means a lot.
So, and it's very rare when I hear like a whole project, like from top to bottom, that does that.
That's love.
So I appreciate your music and your talents.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And you could go back and listen to all my interviews. I don't tell everybody that because it's not true.
That's love.
So that's love, yeah, it just that's why I wanted to have you on after I heard. I don't remember what the name of the music video was. It was your first single that you dropped. Patience. Yeah. And then, I got invited to your listening party, and I was just like, yeah, definitely gotta. I was more interested to dive into it more because while we were there, when you're listening to a project when it's released at home, it's completely different than listening to it in the studio, watching you enjoy it with everybody. Mm-hmm. And I know you were enjoying it because it was out. Yeah. But you're also feeding off the energy of everybody else listening to it there. Yeah. So that helped me like it and relate to it more. Yeah. So that intimate, like, little listening session was really dope, and that helped it a lot. Yeah, so,
I never did that before either. So.
You got to do it.
Yeah.
Like, it's really important. And, like, even if you do it with just, like, whether it's industry people or, like, a few fans or whatever, like, people remember that. Mm-hmm. And I'm always going to remember, like, all those feelings I felt when I listened. That's love. So...
That's dope. Yeah. That's dope. It's good to hear. Good to hear for real. I appreciate it.
I'm glad. Like,
I'm glad you came for sure.
Yeah, me too. Yeah. If you could pick one song for fans that are tapping in to listen to see whether or not they'll become a fan, what song would you pick?
And it's crazy because I always said, if you want to tap in, and I know it might not be, people always say like, you should probably choose like Greedy or Can't Swim. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah. I mean, because they got features on it. It's tight. It's dope. But I put The Beginning first because that song is like, it's real. It's talking about everything that's real that people need, you know? Mm-hmm. Like, it's like a spiritual for keeping you like aboard, like forever. You know what I'm saying? Like, to try to keep you on the same track or to try to make you a big fan real fast. Yeah. You know? And I never said that about any intro that I ever put out. Mm-hmm. But that one, I'm like, The Beginning is like my favorite. The intro
is so important.
Yeah.
Because it really sets the tone for the whole project. Mm-hmm. Like, no matter, like, this project, any other project you do, any other artist, like, the first song always lets people know, like, do I want to keep listening? Am I going to skip? You know? Yeah. So that's extremely important. And I know people, like you said, people tell you to pick the ones with features. That's how people draw other fans in, which is cool. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, you want them to stay because of you, not because of the names on the project, you know? Yes. So, that's dope. I'm glad we're on the same page on a lot of things, you know? It makes me like you more as an artist and like as a person, so. Straight up.
I'm glad we get to talk because we always see each other like out.
Yeah, it's always out. Really always just like hi, bye. You know, it's never like the correct time. So now next time I see you, I'll be way more comfortable to have a conversation. Like, how you been? You know.
And I can sing you new music.
You guys just listen to our friendship blossom.
Straight up.
Any last things before we go?
Just listen to Stressin. Listen to Stressin for sure. It's on all social media platforms. TrevDeshon.com. Follow me on Instagram, Twitter, all that. Trev Deshon, TrevDeshon. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you too. Thank you for pulling up. And I'll be sharing all his links to the album and all his social medias on my social media at Giggles Irene. And thank you guys for tuning in. We're out.